video, I'm going to show you another way that you can kind of think about wearing a red lip. Whether you think so or not, you look good in red lipstick. It's a universal kind of statement color. It looks good on everyone, but I want to show you how you can kind of think about wearing it in a little bit of a different way. It'll be a very understated way to wear your makeup. And not only is this a trendy way to wear red lipstick right now, I believe it's a very timeless, romantic, feminine way to wear your lipstick. If you're new, hi and welcome. I'm Karina. My whole channel is focused on kind of simple, natural, understated makeup looks. So if you're into that kind of makeup, then definitely join me. Let's get into it. First thing I'm going to do is just throw on a lip balm. I always exfoliate my lips before I put lipstick on. If I'm going to do like a balm or a gloss, I don't worry about it too much, but if I know I'm going to wear lipstick, I always exfoliate and moisturize them because otherwise it just won't look very smooth and polished. For today's look, I'm just going to be using Ruby Woo by MAC. It's just a very famous classic red lipstick color. It's nice because it just looks good on everyone no matter what undertone you have. It is quite a dry or like a matte formula, so if you have a red lipstick that is a little bit more creamy, you can use that. You can just use any red lipstick that you have. My goal for this look is to keep it really simple. I still want the emphasis to be on the red lip, although we're not going to make it quite as bold as I usually do. You'll see what I mean. But when you are wearing a red lipstick, it is really important to correct your skin a little bit. I'm not going to go in with a lot of makeup at all, and the rest of our makeup is going to be pretty simple and pretty quick, but you still have to take the time to correct your skin a little bit. I've got a lot of redness in my skin, little bumps and things, and whenever you have redness in your skin, putting on a red lipstick without wearing foundation just doesn't look that sharp. So I don't want to wear a lot of coverage, but I just want a very healthy look. So I'm going to take my Charlotte Tilbury in the Hollywood Flawless Filter, and I'm just going to put that over my cheeks. And then I'm just going to take a blending brush and quickly blend that out. I am just going to keep this to the cheek area and maybe just the center of my face a little bit. Next, I'm just going to take one pump of my NARS foundation, Natural Radiant Longwear Foundation. This is kind of like a medium coverage foundation, so I am choosing something with a little bit more coverage in it because I know I'm going to really sheer it out on my face. So just one pump of that. I just turned my lights down a little bit because I think I was too bright, so you couldn't really see like my true skin color. I just put a bit of tanner on, so I do have to mix my foundation with a little bit of these bronzing drops by the Drunk Elephant. And then all I'm gonna do is I'm gonna spray my brush a little bit. I always like to spray my brush when I'm buffing in my foundation just because I think it adds a little bit of moisture and just kind of helps everything to glide on really well. So I'm just gonna dip that into the foundation and starting in the center, work that right into my skin. The goal isn't to have a lot of coverage, it's just to even out and correct and add a little bit of like a healthy glow. Now that I got my skin kind of evened out, I am going to do a little bit of concealer. This is the Born This Way Multi-Use Sculpting Concealer. I find that this covers well, but it blends out really well. It's natural, almost kind of like a hydrating formula. It's a really, really pretty formula, so we're going to use that. And I'm just doing a little bit under my eyes, right in the inner corner, and then kind of right on the outer corner. Unfortunately, I have to mix these two because I have one shade that's too light and one that's too dark, so I'm just going to do a bit of mixing. So I'm just going to work that in with a brush. Just taking my foundation brush and just making sure that there's no like line between the concealer and the foundation. So just kind of buffing it in so everything's really seamless. If you have any blemishes, go ahead and you can cover those up. You can leave them as well. I am just going to put a little bit around my nose and just kind of correct around there. I always have redness around that area. And then I'm just going to take my Hourglass setting powder. I'm going to put a little bit under my eyes just because I do crease a little bit there. And then we're just going to move right onto brows. For my brows, I just want to keep them very natural, very simple. So I'm not going to put any product in them. I'm just going to take a spoolie and brush them up. Now, I do have my eyebrows microbladed, so I'm kind of cheating a little bit. I already have product, I guess, in them. So if you feel like you need to fill your brows in a little bit, obviously go for it, do that. For my brows, I just want them to be very natural, very simple. I don't want to put any extra makeup in them. I'm going to take a Q-tip and I'll just take my makeup remover and just kind of saturate your Q-tip a little bit and then wring it out so it's not super, super wet. And then I'm just gonna wipe away any of the foundation that we got on our eyes or eyebrows when we were doing our foundation. It'll make them a little more vivid without having to put any product in it. See, this one's clean and this one isn't. This takes like 2 seconds, but it makes a huge difference. And then all I'm gonna do is take my Got2b brow gel, well, it's not a brow gel, but spiking glue, and run that right through my brow hairs. So this is a big step of the look because it still looks really clean because we're not adding any product, but brushing your brow hairs up shows that you did still put effort in, and it really wakes your look up and it just matches a good red lip. For my eyes, it's gonna be super quick, super simple. I'm gonna be using the same product on both my eyes and my cheeks. I've chosen this blush by Makeup Geek. It's called Infatuation. It's just a very nude kind of flesh colored blush. You can choose a bronzer, you can choose any blush you want. Any blush color will look really nice with this look, so don't feel like you have to keep it this nude. So all I'm gonna do is dip my brush into that product, and I am just going to blend that into my eyelids. I really want this to look barely there. The emphasis is not on my eyes. I just want a slight wash of color. And then I'll just wrap that on the bottom as well. Then I'll just curl my lashes. You don't have to put any eye color on, even if you just want to wear just mascara. Just curl your lashes and put a coat of mascara on. I'm only going to put 1 coat on. I'm not going to do 2 coats. I want it to look really, really light and airy. Just taking a clean spoolie and going over my lashes so there's no clumps in them. Alright, before I do my cheeks, I'm going to do my lips. I always like to do my lips first because then I know how much blush I want to add onto my cheeks. So first I'm just going to wipe that lip balm off. Your lips should be nice and moisturized by now. Then just grab any red lipstick that you have or that you like, and we're just gonna throw it on straight out of the bullet. No lip brush, no lip liner. Just do your best to kind of get it right on your natural lip shape. You don't have to be too careful with this. Just kind of get it on there. And then once it's on, rub your lips together. I just kind of find that's like a good natural way to just push that lipstick out to the very edge. And then all we're gonna do from here is take our finger and kind of blend it out a little bit. We're not going for a sharp, crisp edge with a liner. We're just going for like a really soft look. Just make sure you get the corners of your mouth so that everything looks connected. So that's our first layer on. I'm gonna blot on a piece of tissue paper. And now I just have this beautiful kind of stained red lip. If you want a little bit more color, of course, just go in, do another layer, kind of rub it on with your fingers, blot again. Just play with it until you get the pigment or the consistency that you like. I think I'm just gonna leave it at 1 layer. So now we just have to add a little bit of color into our cheeks. When you put color onto your lips, the rest of your face tends to be a little bit washed out. You could just go in with bronzer and leave it there, or you could pick like a blush tone pink kind of color and put that on your cheeks. But I think I'm going to keep mine pretty neutral and just go in with this nude that we already used on our eyes. And I'm just taking a duo fiber brush and I'm just going to slowly add a little bit of color in. I'm just going to kind of bring that right across my nose. So I've just got a little bit of life coming into my face, but it doesn't look like an obvious blush. The emphasis, the focus is still definitely on my lip. And that's exactly what I was going for. Now you can totally just leave the look like this, but I'm gonna put a little bit of highlight on, nothing blinding, not too much. This is Soft and Gentle by MAC, and it's just like a flesh toned highlight. And then I'm gonna spray everything with MAC Fix Plus just to bring moisture back into my skin. So this is my finished look. I just kind of wanted to show you that red lipstick doesn't have to be a huge process or intimidating. I promise it will look good on you, whether you think so or not. Anyone can pull this look off, and it was really quick and really simple to do. Let me know what you think of this look. Would you wear this lip in the daytime? Thank you so much for watching my video, and I'll see you in my next one.